everybody to this week's edition of Hassel's Review. And as you can look behind me and tell, we've got a really cool review this week. We finally get Super 7's ThunderTank. Now, if you're like me, and a lot of you are, you ordered this bad boy a little over 2 years ago. So this little gem right here is a toddler at this point. He's in his terrible twos. However, he's finally here. We're going to struggle through with his terrible twos, and let's get the show on the road. So, first things first, the packaging on this thing. When I got it in the mail, it's in a huge box. So, the ThunderTank comes in a box, in a box, in a box. Styrofoam corners, the works. They're numbered, which was really cool. But you mean, Super 7 is a made-to-order company, I know. No surprise they should be numbered. However, I always like cool things like that. When items are numbered, it just really makes it seem more limited. I don't know, it's a fanboy thing to me. However, it was really cool. So once you dig past the box beyond the box beyond the box, which sounds like a Bray Wyatt promo just waiting to happen. But once you get past there and you pull it out of the box, it is still ginormous. Your boy Hassel's a big guy. I'm 6'4", 3 bills. Big dude. So when you see me standing next to the ThunderTank box and it looks the way it does, it's big, folks. Don't let it be deceiving. The decor on the box is really cool. I love it. It's got that old 80s just vibe and feel to it. You got the mutants on there, and you got the ThunderTank, and you know, it screams old school LJN Thundercats to me. I liked it. I loved it. Thought it was great. I went back and forth on whether to take this thing out of the box or not, and Super 7, God bless you, they taped nothing on the actual box the ThunderTank is in. It's made to come out of the box, people. Take it out. Let it breathe. Little bastard's in his terrible twos and he's ready to crawl. So get him out of there. So when you start dissecting the box, you open the box, you pull it out, and like most things that's, you know, fairly fragile, it's in the big styrofoam egg. One of the really cool things to me is like on the front to let you know which is front, top, and bottom, because sometimes they don't always do that. You have a Thundercats emblem. Looks super sweet. It was just it's the little nuances like that to me that just really go a long way, and it's like, holy shit, this is cool. So it's on the front. You see the clear glass that would replace this right here. I am an old school, I like what I see on the cartoons, so I stuck with this right here. But it does come with that, and as well as you can see Thundranium. I mean, how cool is that? I mean, that was like really cool to me. So cut around carefully, pull it out. It's in a bag inside of there. That you pull it out, get it unbagged, and behold the beauty of this thing. It is so cool, and it's got some weight to it, folks. Like it's got some heft. It's not some cheap, flimsy piece of shit that you would think of, you know, with a lot of your old 80s vehicles. You know, one good turn in the mud and they were done. This here's got some heft to it. It's quality. Is it 2.5 years of waiting quality? I'll let you decide. I'm impressed with what the final product is myself. Getting it out, you open the back hinges, pull the top off the front. It's got a lot of room in there. And one thing I will say, the cannon itself, when it's sitting down in there, it comes with this piece right here. So the cannons rest here. They actually went as far as, instead of just putting this piece of plastic there to scrape the shit out of the headboard there, so to speak, that the controls are on, they actually went as far as, I don't know if you can see it, but there's a little film here, a little piece of plastic film, like tape, that rests against there to keep this from scratching your headboard. But somebody in their quality team needs a fucking raise, because that right there in itself could have been a nightmare and a lot of fan backlash. But this little piece right here that not only secured it, which you knew was coming, this one little thing right here goes way, way, way cool. So you open it up, you get to looking. It's a ton of room in there. They're not kidding when they say you can fit all the Thundercats in there. I didn't go that route myself just because I didn't feel like disassembling my shelf with all of my Thundercats and my mutants and whatnot. However, I did pull out, I have a spare Lion-O and spare Tiger, and for picture's sake, I did have to break Panthro out. One other cool thing that they do, this little wrench right here. It's just another neat nod to the show. Yeah, to put it in Panthro's hand, it looks cool. You get them all together. I will say, while there is plenty of room, the Thundercats, you could tell they did not originally design these with sitting in mind. So that right there in itself is a little tricky. You get them down in there, and I'll show you in some pictures. I got Lion-O sitting in the back, and he sits in the back seat very well. He looks good. However, his legs are not all the way in place, and the little front slip in the front, it does kind of flare out a little. The cod piece, so to speak. You put him in the front seat, the other front seat, it looks a little different. He still looks cool in there, but not quite as cool as he did in the back. He does, because you can visibly see where he's not resting all the way in the seat. When you move to the front, I got Tiger in the front. He looks really cool in there, but he also, getting him in there and in position, and I could have took more time and really been like Monster and just posed the stew out of this stuff and put their hands on controls and whatnot. I didn't go that route. I just kind of stuck them in there for reference sake. However, they still look really cool in there. When you get Lion-O in the front, he looks cool too. One thing I will say, this piece right here, it comes on and off. And as you can see, I got Tiger here. I got Lion-O there. Lion-O's head does come back a good bit. So this piece right here, the lip, so to speak, when you're putting it back on, you have to be careful because Lion-O's hair will catch the back of it. But other than that, I mean, you can't bitch much. You got the cannon there, super cool. The claws, they do the old school. I mean, look at that. That screams 80s. I love it. Just picks the piss out of a mutant. Do your own little thing. I'm trying to decide how I'm going to display for right now. You'll probably see it on the Nerdy Man Room show sitting right beside me for some time until I figure out. Monster has given me the brilliant idea of encasing it in glass coffee table type deal with a diorama on the bottom and the mutants and whatnot. For right now, my mutant and Thundercat shelf is unharmed. So unless I go that route right there, they'll stay on the shelf where you can clearly see they are standing in all their glory and splendor. And for all you PETA fans out there, you will be happy to know that no Thundercats, kittens, and or mutants were harmed in the filming of this video. So hey, we're PETA friendly people. You know, hey, what can we say? All in all, this is a solid piece. I love it. 5 out of 5 Hassels, hands down. It is beyond cool. And like I said, when I tell you it's big and hefty, it's big and hefty. I mean, look at this, folks. This, I mean, it's large and it is heavy. I'd say it's probably a good 30 pounds, 25, 30, somewhere in that range. So it is like a toddler at this point. I mean, other than it's not tearing my room apart currently, it is actually behaving and sitting behind me in peace. So, yeah, so we got our ThunderTank. 5 out of 5 Hassels. Pretty damn happy with it. Super 7. I'm going to give you a pass. Even though it took you 2.5 years to do this, I will give you a pass. And I'm not going to shit on you and give you a DS award today. Even though I want to, because of what you did to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Rat King yesterday when I seen the reveal. But that's a different video. That's a different DS award and different shit. We're not going there. You get an Excelsior for this. That's right. Super 7 finally gets an Excelsior from the Hassel. I don't give praise very much. One of our listeners, he gives me shit all the time and tells me that when I give someone praise, you better take it to the bank. So, hey, it gets its praise. With that being said, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, The Zone Collectibles, 305 North Main Street, Tifton, Georgia. They are bringing unity through community, and next week they will have their 5-year anniversary. It's super cool. Mr. Dan Garcia of Cyber Rona will be coming up from Miami with his lovely bride. He's going to bring some books. He'll be doing some signings. He'll be there. The 501st will be there. This asshole will be there. I think Big Rob of Big Rob's House of Entertainment and No Chinese Food, who you can find on YouTube as well, will also be there. Just a great time. Come out, see them, meet the Cladies. I promise you, you won't meet nicer people and you won't meet cooler people that will take care of you. These people are legit. They're sweetheart people. Alex, Kim, Kevin himself, if he's able to be there, it'll be a good time. Beyond that, check out Big Rob, as I said, and check us out. Click like, subscribe, share, whether it's Hassel's Review, whether it's the Nerdy Man Room show that we do every week. We got some big things coming. We got 2 big interviews still lined up for the next 2 weeks. So once Monster gets back from running Cobra and getting back from Cobra Island, we've got a big one this next week where we'll interview James B. Jefferson of Warrior Island, movie and comic. Hey, how cool is that? Then the next week we get Wes Hartman of The Savage Squatchternaut. So hey, have you ever talked to the guy that created the Squatchternaut? No, you haven't. But if you'll watch us, you can listen. Send us some questions. Ask us. So with that being said, live long, prosper, and Thundercats, ho!